Welcome to my podcast. I'm in a really sing-song mood right now. I don't know why. I'm not happy per se. I'm just like, I don't know. I just feel like singing a little tune, singing a little song. Anyway, hi guys. Welcome to or back, most likely to the podcast. This is Who Gave Her Mic with me, Samantha Kaye. EST 2023, I think. EST is the established time. I don't know what EST means. That's my confession. I don't know what EST means. I think I Googled it once and I went, now I know. And then now I just don't know. Like, I know it means something about being established at that time. It could genuinely mean just like established. But I'm not going to double check. And maybe you will. Or even better, you could do what I do. And if a podcast says something, I just take it as fact. Sometimes if it's like, I'm going to be saying this a lot. I'm going to double check this. Unless it's something like that where it's like, I'm going to use this in an argument and I cannot be proven wrong. If it's one of those things, I'm like, I'm going to double check. But if it's like a fun little fact that I'm probably just going to say like off the cuff, off the jump. I don't know what that phrase is. I don't know which phrase I'm trying to go for, but I'm going to go with off the cuff. I'm just going to take it as fact. Like, a podcast could literally tell me that the aglet of a shoelace is actually called the marginine. And I'll be like, yeah, I've been saying it wrong this whole time. Like, that's my marginine. I'm going to grab the marginine of my shoelace to weave it through the hole of my sneaker. It's an aglet. But if a podcast tells me otherwise, I'm going to believe it. And I think that's why not everybody should have a podcast. I think, it should be I do want to address the elephant in the room. Not my boob. I had a s'more earlier and I kid you not, it was probably the best s'more I've ever made. Like, it was so perfectly ooey gooey in the middle and it was perfectly burnt on the outside, and then I was able to perfectly melt the chocolate where it was like solid going onto the graham cracker, but just melted once it was on. I don't know how I did that, but I did, and it was beautiful. It was amazing. But because of how beautiful, ooey gooey, delicious that s'more was, there were some casualties, and the casualty I'm talking about is my t-shirt. And that's fine because the laundry exists. The laundry machine and dryer exists. I'm going to spray it with Shout as double reassurance is going to come out, but it was going to come out no matter what. So we're going to ignore the chocolate stain on my shirt. Thank you so much for your cooperation, because I really appreciate it, guys. I really do appreciate your cooperation. Anyway, I don't know why I'm in like such a la 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 vibe right now. Theme, like being happy. I don't know. That's not like the plot of the podcast, but it just so happens to be what's going on in my head and my mind right now. I think part of it may actually have to do with the fact that I just got off the phone with my niece. She's so funny, so cute. Fun little story. I was like, my sister was here with said baby, my niece, and I accidentally said niche. And I just kind of ran with it. Like, that's my niche right there. My niche, my genre, my baby niece, my big sister's offspring is my niche. Like, that's my community. That's my target audience. Like, I'm trying to make that girl laugh right there. Which makes me, okay. Hey, fun little tip for you guys to know. Okay, so if you're like me, where you know words and you actually know them and you misspell them or misspeak them constantly, here's the tip. When you catch yourself say a word incorrectly, you repeat it before anybody else does, and boom, you're not being made fun of. You are in on the joke. If you say it before anybody else repeats it, it's kind of like you acknowledged it first and then they're acknowledging you acknowledge it. You're changing the story. You're changing the narrative. And that's very important. So when I said, hi, Niche, I went, niche, niche. And I ran with it. And now I call her my niche. Did you guys think of something that smart and intelligent before? Maybe. But I spoke it into existence, into the reality of the world. So maybe I'm the genius. Maybe I'm the one. Maybe I'm her. I'm him. Anyway, so today's topic. Today's topic is I'm going to start being messy. And not in the sense of like, I'm going to call out people that I'm no longer friends with. And I'm going to be like, why did this happen? Or like, whatever. Because that's not who I am anymore. Thank goodness. And I'm also not the type of person anymore, thankfully. Oh my god, if I was still that evil, mean girl I was in middle school and high school, someone put a bullet through my head. Like, painless, please, but end it quickly. And I don't actually mean that. Please, people, don't actually do that, because that'd actually be really scary and really traumatic for people. And also, like, I just don't want to do that yet. I've a lot of growth and I just kind of don't want to go through that. So obviously that was a joke, but thank you so much for laughing if you did. And I'm so sorry that I had to double check and make sure the internet knew it was a joke. Now that I'm successfully completely demonetized, even though I have made $0 from this podcast, let me talk about what I mean by I'm going to be messy. I think, cause like, look, like I have like a sense of pride, and at first I had pride of like, I don't care if what I'm doing is pathetic. I know why I'm doing it this way, and my reasoning isn't pathetic. Just because the action is pathetic does not mean that I am being pathetic. And that's how I rolled. And then I was like, wait a minute. My pride is too high for me to be doing things like double texting men or whatever. Like, my pride is too worthy of respect for me to be perceived as clingy or weird or whatever. So I'm actually not gonna do that anymore. We've kind of gone full circle. A whole 360 has been done, where it's like, I am not that prideful. I like to think that I am very prideful and I have high regard and respect for myself. And that may or may not be true to a certain extent, but the way I act like anywhere else in my life, very shameless, very embarrassing. Like, I don't, like, I move. One thing about me, I move, and I don't think about it when I do. So until like I have to, like afterwards, like I am the queen of a retrospective thinking and being like, oh, why did I do that? And then attempting to do like things beforehand differently. But as I'm moving, as I'm doing things, I don't think about it. I don't like think deeply before I act. I hope that the thinking and retrospective decisions I've made after like things I deem embarrassing now is enough for me to go on autopilot again. And mixed results, but the only results I'm getting, because I'm not doing anything more than that. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, that's all you're getting from me. All you're getting is me being like stupid and then being like, fuck, I shouldn't have done that. Like, maybe I'll do this and this now. And then hoping I listen to past me when I'm just on autopilot. So I've kind of gone full circle, but like not completely full circle. So what do I mean by I'm just gonna do things? when I say I'm just gonna do things, I genuinely mean that after this podcast has been recorded, I am texting every old talking stage and being like, what's up? What's going on? How are you? What's going on? Hey, yeah, update on the whole blowing up my life thing like that. Yeah, I texted, I kid you not, just two of them, and I'm going 50-50 because, like, the one that I wanted to respond to me did not respond at all. And I, like, literally, like, here I am trying to blow up my life. But the one time an ex talking stage slash situationship has ever not responded happens right when I'm trying to blow my, are you kidding me? Are you joking? Like, are you, I did my best to blow my life up and nothing. Guys, I hate to say it, I'm gonna hit up the no-goes. Not all the ones that are like not completely off limits, but like are evil. Oh, they're gonna hear from me. And I won't care. I won't care. I just, like, I don't, like, what am I supposed to do? Because, like, is it going to be embarrassing? Yeah, sure. Am I ever going to see these men ever, or slash ever again, if it's embarrassing for me? No, they're not real people to me past, like, whatever embarrassing thing I do. Like, will it be so, like, weird knowing that someone out there in this world has this piece of, like, that girl was being really embarrassing, like, that was so crazy? Sure, maybe, yeah, but I don't care. I have applied to, I checked LinkedIn. On LinkedIn alone, I did not use LinkedIn until, like, towards graduation. After graduation, I have applied to over 500 jobs on LinkedIn alone. Mind you, I'm also on film forums, like film job boards. I'm on video editing boards. I am on Indeed. I'm on ZipRecruiter. I'm on I broadcast hiring. Is that the name of the forum that I'm on? I'm on a lot of places where I'm trying to apply to jobs to, and I'm applying to jobs on, and have been getting zero. I am at a stage where I feel so unseen by the job market that I just feel like I don't care anymore. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to hit them all up. I kid you not, right after this, and being like, hey, what's going on? How are you? Hey, it's been a while. How have you been? Hey, you didn't do this, that, or the third. What's going on there? Like, I'm just going to do it because I honestly, again, I just don't care anymore. And best case scenario, this gets a guy to open up and be like, yeah, sorry about that. Let's meet up and let's fall in love. Worst case scenario, I get blocked. I'm weighing out the options, and one of these things seems a little bit better than the other. I'm just saying. So, ask the audience. Ask the audience. Like, is it really that bad? Is it really that crazy for me to do this? I'm going to go with not that crazy at all. So I'm just going to be a little bit messier because, like, okay. Actually, I'll do one right now for the audience live and in person. I'm not really in person, obviously. I'm going to do this one on. That's so funny. I forgot that my cousin so I don't know if I mentioned it, but the reason why I'm doing this is because my cousin's wedding is this weekend and love is in the air, so I'm just gonna do it. I forgot that my cousin is literally on my private story, and I said that exact same thing on my private story. I wrote my cousin's wedding is this weekend. I will be hitting up Eggs Talking Sages, and she liked the story. She liked it. So what I'm hearing is she supports the message. She's here for me. She's supporting women. She supports women. I'm gonna do it. This is my wedding gift to her. Aside from the family wedding gift, this is my wedding gift to her. I'm hitting up Eggs Talking Sages. I'm sending a hey, how you've been upside down smiley emoji. And I'm sending it, and I'm also muting because I don't want to know when or if he replies, because I will cry. So that was for you guys. Thank you so much for your support and all that jazz, because that was for you. That was for you. That was for you and for my cousin. Happy wedding. That's so funny. That happened live for you guys. I'm so excited for you guys to see this podcast because that was insane. I'm literally, the stars are aligning. And then after the filming of this here podcast, I'm sending more embarrassing texts because look, I'm not a stranger to men being embarrassing to me, sending me, hey, how are you? And then at the end of their luck being like, you want to smash at least. Like, that has happened many a time. So I'm thinking like, look, clearly they don't think it's embarrassing. Clearly they don't think it's desperate. So why am I acting like it's desperate? Maybe because it is? Yeah, sure. It is a little desperate. I don't care. At this point, I am a little desperate. A lot of people will say, hey, it's your early 20s. A lot of people who are older haven't found their way in the love world like that. Like, you're still so young. Like, there's so much life to still be lived. Don't weigh this type of stuff so heavily. And I hear you, and I love that you're telling me this, but I'm completely ignoring you. Because unlike some of you unlike a lot of you out there that are saying, it's okay if you haven't found your person yet, a lot of us still aren't people who have literally never had a boyfriend. Like, every single person's like, you'll find your way eventually. Are people who have had boyfriends or girlfriends or partners in general throughout their life. You know what I mean? And the people on the other side are people who are very happily single. And I love that for you. But we're not the same. You have never had a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, on purpose. I have been doing it by accident. You think there haven't been chances? There have been chances. It's either I didn't want that chance, or I fumbled bad, or they were evil and the universe took care of that for me. You know what I mean? I'm accidentally very lazy, which is okay, if you know me, everybody who knows me in person knows that I when I'm given the outlet to be, I am very active. I love to work out. I love to walk. I love to move about. This summer has been the summer of me sitting in bed and applying to jobs because I don't have a desk. And that has been tarnishing my reputation, quite frankly. But that isn't who I am. That's not me at my nature. Everybody knows this. So, it's quite a shock that what gets me at the end of the day is my pure and utter laziness. If a guy will be like, hey, you want to meet up? I'll think, oh, that'd be so nice, but that's like a train ride. That's like me getting ready and then getting out of my beautiful couch or bed, wherever I am at the moment. And that's actual effort that doesn't feel like gains. Yeah, I'm going to make up an excuse. And that's not good. I shouldn't be doing that as a girl who's like, I just want to find love. I'm willing to like take it slow, but at the end of the day, like that's like kind of what I want. I am my own worst enemy, but also all of the men are. Because here's the thing. It's really hard. If I were to write my love life as a short film or TV show pilot, it not only would have an unreliable narrator, it would also have an unlikable narrator and a flawed narrator, a flawed a flawed main character. And on top of that, all of her options, all of the love interests in the story would also be evil. So it'd be like, you don't know who to side with sometimes because of how terrible I am, which sucks to say. And obviously a lot of my friends will do the thing that friends should do and friends always do, where it's like, you are not the issue, you're not the problem, let's go, like, come on, like, you know, like, yeah, sure, like, you may have had your flaws, but like they were kind of evil, which may or may not be true, but wouldn't change the fact that I do make up a lot of excuses. Like, if it's me seeing my friends, oh, I'm there in a heartbeat. A friend texts me, I'm going to answer back like a clingy girlfriend. Hey, oh my God, yeah, that's so funny. Like, I will read, listen, pick up so quickly. So quickly. Even when I had like a job, even when I like had a full course load, classes, work, going to the gym, like very busy person, doing this, and this, I would always somehow find my way to answer right away. Every single time. It is terrifying and scary how quickly I will answer people, even when I'm busy. And then I just won't show up for anybody else. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's one of those things where I have to work on that. But at the same time, maybe I would pick my feet up and maybe make a little bit more motion, a little bit more of a jog than a walk, than a stroll. Maybe I would do that if these men weren't terrible. Or if women actually hit me up. Like, genuinely, I think it would all get fixed if that wasn't what was going on. You know what I mean? Like, if they weren't as terrible as they have been, maybe I would actually smile. You know what I mean? Maybe I might actually, zhuzh up my hair a little bit more. But that hasn't been happening. So in my bed, on my couch, on the treadmill, I stay. Not on my way to your location. So, and I think that's part of the reason why I'm kind of doing the pathetic thing instead of like, hey, you want to go on a date? You know what I mean? Because like the pathetic thing, I can ignore and I can talk about in a later date being like, that was so funny that I did that. Like, I really just did that for the plot. Girl, what plot? the series of unfortunate events, like, is that the plot that you're trying to make? Apparently. Hey, guess apparently. Because I'm so embarrassed by myself sometimes. Like, I will just do things. And this is one of the things I'm just gonna do. Like, I'm just gonna start being, like, embarrassing and hitting up ex talking stages, ex situationships, whatever. Obviously, there are some harsh lines I will not cross. There are, let's say, 3 people that I will not be hitting up again. Right? We know who they are. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, there's a good reason. I said 5, right? No. I said there were a few rules. Those 3 people, not happening. Another rule. I am not picking up a phone and calling them. That's too much. I text, there's like a barrier there. That couldn't have been me. And that couldn't have been me. Did you hear my voice saying that? No. That could have been anybody on my phone. Okay? I need that detachment, not picking up a phone and calling. And also, I'm not cold doing this to anybody on, like, a dating app. I haven't, like, seriously opened up any of those apps in, like, weeks at this point because I'm over it and I'm done. And because of that, none of these men that I have matched with and just didn't text, or men that just out of nowhere stop replying or I stop replying, will be getting a response. No. If you didn't leave the app, I'm not bringing my humiliation onto it. You know what I mean? There's a reason why I'm off. I'm gone. So those are my hard no's. But, like, I just think now it's time for me to get a little deep, guys. No, I'm not gonna get, like, deep, but I am gonna say that it comes to a point where I just kind of feel as if, like, the dating scene is so rough, so difficult, that I have convinced myself that the only way to find love, the way I live my life, is through online and essentially doing this type of stuff where I'm just, like, cold calling them, being like, hi, I am Samantha Kaye. With my dating life services. I was wondering if you had a few minutes to discuss your dating potential and or goals in life. Like, I'm not, like, business to customer, like, selling myself to people. You know what I mean? Like, no. No. I forgot where I was going with that bit, if I'm going to be honest. So we're going to ignore that bit, but I'm going to keep it in. Because whatever I forgot, you guys are going to be listening to and be like, I get what you mean, don't worry. Because you're real ones. If you watch this, you're a real one. So I just feel as if it's just so rough. Like, it's so rough out here. I'm going to bring the hashtag webcam a little bit closer. All I want to know is, can I get a little closer? Okay. So if I'm going to be honest, like, it's a little rough because I'm just adjusting it one more time. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm just going to say it's, like, a little bit rough because, like, everybody's like, oh, if you want to find the love of your life, get out of the house, talk to people. That's a little rough when the place I am currently isn't where I want to be forever. And I don't know how long I will be here for. So it's a little futile to get out of the house now. And also, like, me getting out of the house and talking to people to spur a relationship is all dependent on where other people are in that journey for themselves. And what I mean by that clearly is that, like, I can do that. I can go out and be like, hey, I think you're cute. But like, if that other person is not at the same wavelength as me, where they're looking for somebody, that's a type of social interaction, like boom, 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 rejection, like face to face. That's a type of interaction that growing up online has not prepared me for. And I don't want to have to face that in such a intimate setting, because when you're looking for like a relationship of this caliber, of a romantic relationship, the thing about getting into one of those is that it's a completely different sector of your heart, where like if a person rejects being your friend, you could be like, oh, fuck them. It's easier. And you could say that about when you're trying to date somebody, but it hits differently, because when you're seeking a friend, you are reaching out and selling your personality. When you are reaching out for like a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a partner, whatever, when you're reaching out for that, you're selling your heart. And the difference between selling your personality, something that you can easily change, morph to fit whatever like person, place, or like group of people you're in or at, that's easy to morph and revert back to and change and whatever, or like not change and be like, my personality is not for everybody. It feels way more hurtful and personal when it's like you're trying to date somebody and they're rejecting you because, like, again, it's your heart. Like the way that at least Western cultures like to think about mind, body, and soul, we only view it as mind, body, soul. We see them as 3 different compartments that just so happen to be within one unit. Like a business building. A building could have 50 million floors, and every single floor could have 1 to like 10 different businesses, depending on how many offices, how much space that business rented out, whatever. We kind of view ourselves as buildings like that instead of one machine working together. A machine can have 80 million gears and could have 80 million different functions, but they wouldn't be the same thing without the other, thus making it one well-oiled machine. And I think we've stopped thinking about those things like that, and that's why mental health is not as respected. Emotional health isn't as respected as like physical, because our body feels more personal to us than like our personality, which obviously has like contradictions, because bullying is nowadays, at least, less so before, but like nowadays at least, is an attack on your personality. But the difference between a little goof and gaff, a little mean goof and gaff between 2 friends, 2 colleagues in bullying, is it going from attacking the personality to attacking the heart, attacking the soul of the person. And that disconnection is is part of the issue. It just like, is it nice that there is a difference between a little jab at a friend and bullying? Yes. Obviously, I'm not saying that everything should be considered. Like, if you're being bullied, lighten up. That was a goof and gaff. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that we have stopped viewing mind, body, soul as one being, as 3 things that make the whole. Not to get all I grew up Catholic on you guys, because I'm not Catholic anymore. Sorry, I didn't know if my parents were on the same floor as me, and I didn't want to say that loud, but apparently I did. In Catholicism, God, Jesus, Holy Spirit, all one thing. That's kind of like mind, body, soul. If you want to think, because again, sorry, getting all atheist on you guys, even if you don't want to view religion as this like end all be all, like, you know, I don't. Religion at the end of the day is a human coping mechanism. However you want to view it, that's what it is. You know what I mean? It's how people decipher right from wrong. Some people need a different way of deciphering it than others. Thus religions, thus science, thus everything else. All humans want to do is make sense of things, and we have different approaches to it. And one of those things is the idea of what makes us human, what like these different parts of being human is. And one of those things that people like have made up a way to explain it to themselves is through religion. A lot of religions will have pillars or main figures or 3 things that they will, 3 to 4, maybe sometimes 5 things that they lean on when it comes to worshiping. The one I am obviously the most knowledgeable on is Christianity. The Holy Trinity is a metaphor for the human race. What's not clicking? Mind, body, spirit. God is the mind. Jesus is the body. Holy Spirit is the spirit. Mind, body, spirit. The 3 things that make a human being. Is it clicking for you guys? Because when I learned this, I was like, whoa, wait, that's crazy. Whether you like are religious in that way or not, you can see patterns of that in any way someone finds a way to explain things. It'll always come in the form of trying to explain the human body, the human mind, and the human spirit. Things that feel so separate but are so intertwined. And along the line, and this is nothing to do with like loss of religion or like gaining of religion. It's a purely societal thing. I'm not going to say it's because of capitalism, which I can get into, but I'm not. But along the line, as we were trying as humans, trying to philosophize about the 3 different parts of a human being, we have slowly started to make them separate entities. I forgot which philosopher did that. Was it Descartes? I don't think it was Descartes. Where the body and the mind were 2 different things that are just so happen to be intertwined with each other. And then like once the body dies, the mind goes on. I forgot which one. It might have been Descartes. Guess what? I'm not looking it up. And at some point, like the way that we think about it has gone pretty much in that philosopher's way, where those 3 things, those 2 things, depending on if you want to make the mind and the spirit 2 different things or not, those things have become truly separated, thus making romantic love feel way more personal than friendship ones. And I think that's why there's like an attachment when people are like, my friend is my soulmate, which that is so true for so many people. Like there are so many people out there where their best friend is their soulmate. Hey, guess what? Like no dogging in that, not to like discredit everything I've said so far, but I would rather that be my story. I don't want my best friend to be my soulmate. I'm sorry. I want like a romantic soulmate. I'm so sorry. Like, I don't want to be that person, but it's true. Like, not like finding a relationship is not like the only thing that I'm thinking about, but like, come on now. I don't want my friend to be my soulmate. Not the point. The point here is that we've separated it so much that hurts so much more. So I can't just be like going out and doing this and this, because I personally haven't reached that level of enlightenment, of clarity, where it's like, it's not more personal, either or. It's just something that I have to overcome. It's something that I have to build tolerance of. That type of rejection. I have to build that tolerance, because that's the only way for me to truly move forward. Because if I, knock on wood, hopefully, there's still hope. If I find a partner somehow, some way, doing what I'm doing, the way that I'm doing it, I still have to prepare for the type of rejection that I was trying to avoid by not going out and about and just like cold, hey, I really like you. You wanna call me one day? 6, 7, 8, baby. You know that I miss you. I wanna get. I can't just like call people up. I mean, no. Walk up to people and then tell them to call me up, you know what I mean? But eventually I'll have to deal with that type of rejection eventually when I get to that level that I'm thinking of, because the first person I'm going to be with is not going to be my last person I'm going to be with. And if they are, there's no guaranteeing that the reason they are the last person I'm with is good or bad. So, like, I'm going to have to deal with it eventually. But I'm not there yet. And I can tell, because of just the person I am, it's going to be a long time. It's going to take a second for me to get there. And I think that's okay. That's going to take me a second to get to that level of clarity, because I'm young still. It's not like I'm 40 and I'm realizing this stuff now. I'm not saying it's too late by 40, but it'll feel like too much time has passed by then. I'm in my early 20s. I'm at my prime. Okay, I wouldn't say me sitting on my bed in my parents' house with chocolate on my shirt is my prime, but like, these are my prime years. My 20s and my 30s are my peak. 20s to like mid 30s, that's like your peak as a person. And I'm at the beginning of that. So I have so much time, which is amazing, because I know who I am, and I'm going to need a good chunk of time to get over that type of roadblock. But that's okay, because right now I can do things that'll tease the boundaries a little bit. Thus, me sacrificing my pride and double texting men. Because, like, look, like, I'm all for women treating men the way that men treat women. I'm all for all of that. I'm all for this kind of like be evil back type stuff. I'm so sorry. Like, I know it's like something. I know it's like a little too late for me to be like, sorry guys, let me fix this, because it's been like majority of the video by now. But like, I'm sorry, let me fix this. Like, I did not mean to be uneven for that long. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That was whatever. Anyway, I acknowledge I have things to learn. And honestly, having this humility, like making myself, like putting myself in these types of situations are gonna make me a stronger, better person. Gonna go back to what I was talking about before I had to adjust the camera. I am all for this like harsh, again, like I said, like treating men the way that they treat us. Every man's a liar until proven true, until proven truther. Like, I get it. It is a defense mechanism. It is a way to protect yourself. And I'm, again, so for it. But at the same time, they are human. Just because they think differently from us doesn't mean they're less human. I think that this type of thinking, where it's like it's too systematic, where you have to break it, is harmful. I'm not saying you should be giving men more chances than they should be getting, because as the girl who has given way too many men second, third, eighth chances, it is not worth it to give them that many. Know the limits, know your limits. Don't just forgive to forgive because they're human. But also, like, humanity's a thing, you know? Like, sometimes tragically you have to teach empathy the same way you had to learn it. It's a part of human nature. It's a part of human life. Like, we all develop at different rates. I hate to say it, I think I learned empathy around the same time a lot of men did. Like, I really do hate to say it. Like, you know how men are like, yeah, I don't know, like, something clicked when I was 18. I would like to say that I had, like, empathy beforehand, but but not at the level I had it when I turned 18. Like, something shifted. Something truly shifted. Like, I really do hate to say it, because I am one of those girls that, like, when I was like 8, I was like, oh my god, like, I was having these deep philosophical thoughts, going, oh my god, this and this. Well, and then I'm like, you just thought of that? Like, I thought of that and then cried when I was 7. Like, I went through all that, but I still it took me a second to learn empathy, which sucks. Which really sucks, and made me low-key kind of a selfish person up until then, and honestly still unlearning it. But c'est la vie. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, that's just how the cookie crumbled for me. So yeah. I'm sorry, I keep checking because I don't want to make it too long. Man, I have to humiliate myself in front of. Check this. Put my swag on. Hopefully that didn't, like, make me get, like, I don't know, a copyright strike or something scary like that. Anyway, yeah, it's just kind of, I don't know. I love how I went into this whole, like, philosophical-ish rant over me humiliating myself in front of men. In front of men's screens, at least. Like, that wasn't me trying to justify it. Like, I was gonna do it no matter what, but I did want to, like, talk about that stuff, because I think that we have to remember that we are not as detached from these things as you would think. Mind, body, spirit is way more attached than you think. Every single person, individuals, are way more attached than you think. Our chemicals interact so frequently. There is a reason why when you hang out with a certain friend multiple times, you will gain each other's vernacular. Like, that stuff, just, like, you can't deny that. You can't deny that there's this connection, even with the most diabolical evil men. And you have to acknowledge that. Like, you need to know where these lines are and whether or not these lines are dotted or straight. And that's why I'm hitting up X talking stages. Thank you guys so much for watching this podcast episode. I don't know necessarily what I talked about, because I started this podcast knowing, like, I was going to talk about me hitting up ex situationships and talking stages because of my cousin's wedding this weekend. And then I just started talking about butt fuck anything else. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This was Who Gave Her a Mic, and literally who did give me this mic. Okay, bye.